I've been retouched. Don't get touched, get retouched. I'm sat here bored and I thought I might do a live stream, but you watch, the phone will ring now. Not much going on today, a bit stormy over here. So I think everybody's decided to stop in. I'll try not to move the camera about too much because it's really annoying, isn't it? How many chins have I got? I think they're reducing. I think the walking's doing good. I don't think I'm going to make a walk tomorrow. I've got this awful coming on, I think. Feels a bit rough. But we'll see. You never know, it might be just one of them that come and go as soon as, really. So 93 subscribers. Last time I mentioned the amount of subscribers, one cleared off, so we're not going to... Hello, Ian, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. I've got 2 people in anyway. 2 people out of 93. Where's the other? Man, I'm subscribed 92 times, so that's probably it. I'm probably done. Good to see you, mate. Nice to see you. Just sat here on the taxi rank in the dark. I think the wind made everybody stay at home, so I just thought I'd go live for a few minutes. I've got these. Don't take these at home, kids. 65 pence for a box of paracetamols. And then you look at the branded ones and they're an absolute fortune, aren't they? That's the thing, how do you get paracetamols out with just one hand? Yeah, good, yeah. It is, yeah. The wind seems to have dropped here now, but it's not going to be drone flying weather tomorrow, I don't think. I fell down the rabbit hole. I've been looking at the DJI Flip. By the time you get all the controllers and that, it's a shade over 500 quid, so I'm going to have to avoid going on Amazon for the next 2 months. I actually really enjoy flying them. I've got a few more skills now going on than what I had before as well. So I definitely had a skill last time I used it because I tipped it upside down in the sand and blocked all the motors up. There you go. I can peel an orange with one hand. I've just been sat here for about an hour and a half, and then I got 2 jobs real quick, and now I've got nothing to do for about an hour and a half. Oh no, an hour. But you can't blame them for not coming out in this. Only flown one once, and I didn't get well. No, not the first time. You've got to get a little bit of practicing, mate. I watched a bloke and he just showed you a few little things, like if you set it off going forwards and then press both levers either all the way to the left or all the way to the right, you get this swirling where it comes round, which makes a real professional sort of look, to be honest, or more professional than going up and down and spinning around at the top. But I went on the beach last week at Mablethorpe and I actually managed to fly it, you know, as in a proper flight. But I've lost it a couple of times. Thank God it's a GPS one and it comes back on its own. You just sort of feel that you can't see it anymore. It's, I don't know, you want some better eyes than mine anyway. I need some binoculars fastened. Hello, Mike, how you doing? Yeah, I can have one of them for following me around everywhere I go. Yeah, so I actually enjoyed flying it. Then I couldn't find it. And then I said, press the button and then it come back. And then I went and flew it a bit further up, landed it on a seawall. And the seawall was on a slant and it slipped off backwards and went upside down and filled all the brushless motors with sand. So it went all crunchy after that. So we'll see what the weather's like tomorrow. I do enjoy going out on a Monday and going out and walk about. It's quite refreshing for the head, you know what I mean? I go out and just think about talking into a camera instead of anything else that's going on, you know. Don't do drugs, kids. Unless the paracetamols, which that's all good. I don't know if you can get away with having a vape on here, can you? Well, if you don't mention it, you can. Good, I'm pleased you are. So we've got 2 people in, that's not bad. Out of 93. I don't think I've, Mike, to be honest. But the bloatedness has gone out of my face. If I look back at when we went to my 40th wedding anniversary, there's a photograph of me and my two brothers, and my eyes were sunk back in my head, and I got like this puffiness all around my face from drinking too much. And I looked like a man, you know, I didn't look well in any way, shape or form. So I don't know about I've sort of lost this sort of splodginess that I had definitely around my face. And as you can see, my eyes actually look normal now instead of sunk back in my head. So it definitely won't do me any good, that. So if you go out going to drink, regulate it more than what I did. I tell you, I ain't had an hangover since November. It's a weird feeling. It's not the worst, is it? Somebody going on about, oh, I stopped doing this. But it was high time that I did, to be honest. And I recommend it to anybody. If you're getting a bit too much down you, either stop getting too much down you or pack it in altogether. So I went for the abstain route rather than the... I don't think I'd have been able to regulate it, to be honest. I was a bit too far into it. Is the audio any good, Mike? Or can you just hear the car and not really me, and just me in the background? Because these microphones tend to pick up better. The sort of around you than what they do actually the voice that you're trying to do. I ain't got a microphone for it in here. Just 1 second. I may have to leave in a moment because I've ended up at the front of the queue. Yeah, thanks. I ain't done anything. Few filters. No, not really. No, I've got. Well, I better put that back on because otherwise it's a bit. I definitely look a lot better than what I did, let's say. But you know, it's the way it is, isn't it? I think it's a weird thing, really, because I've been sort of thinking. Well, my wife's been on at me for ages and ages and ages and ages and ages. If you don't watch it, you'll be dead. You know what I mean? Drinking like what you're doing, and I just, you know, when I got high blood pressure, I thought, well, I'll give it a whirl for a couple of weeks, and I wouldn't say I hadn't missed it, to be really honest, because when you're into drinking on a regular basis, you do miss it for a start. But one thing I don't fancy is beer. I've had one or two little dreams about scotch, which was one of my favourites, but I don't fancy beer. I think that's the medication for the blood pressure, though. So we've got another person in, whoever that is. Hello. But I certainly don't miss the hangovers. This stream is sponsored by Costa Coffee. I found a new love for hot chocolate. I was writing, hello, Net Reality, how you doing? I think somebody's about to go. Somebody will get in a minute now. No, they're not taking the dog for a walk. Yeah, I found a new love for hot chocolate. I was writing I didn't like hot chocolate, and then all of a sudden I do. But now I like it with marshmallows and thick cream on the top. So next thing I'll have some moobs. I just dropped one of my customers off, and he went for a gastric band because he wasn't happy with his weight. And in probably 3 or 4 months, he looks, you know, it took 10 years off him. It got to the level where it was actually starting to make him ill. And he's had that done, and he's just unbelievable. You know, he's really fit and healthy. His clothes fit him properly and all that sort of thing. Maybe you ought to have one of them, around my neck. I know when I get that when I get that camera, if you turn it, there's one side where I look like I've got the 17 chin club, but other than that, no. But it must have done me some good somewhere. Grow a beard. Why? Why would I grow a beard? You know, I'm one of these people. I get about 3 days growth on, and that's it. I'm done. How on earth you can eat your dinner 2 days after you actually ate it by pulling it out the bottom of your beard? Oh, curry. I had that on Wednesday. No, thank you. This bloke got drunk last night, and he said to me, "Oh, have you had your hair cut for us?" I thought, God. Shall I punch you? Anyway, he realised what he'd said and shut up. That's baldest. I should have said to him, actually, that's baldest, mate. I've got this, you know, I've got no hair because I've got alopecia, and you've just offended me. So what are you all doing today then? Sitting about looking at me? You should be doing something. I suppose it could be a good day to get a load of people on your live stream, really, because nobody's going for. I've just been watching. Well, a while back, I was watching Country Van Life TV. He's resurfaced again. I think one of his friends has met a sticky end in a van somewhere in Scotland. I reckon she's gone missing. It's still cold. Well, it says 5 degrees on here, but that wind chill's a bit rough, isn't it? It's been storming that, but the wind seems to have dropped down a bit. It'd be nice to get a bit better weather, won't it? It shouldn't be too long now, I would have thought. I mean, it's still winter, obviously, but just a sort of a still light day. I don't know if you watched them. That last one I did, that was my favourite video that I did, that one in Saltburn. It looks really good. Imagine that in 4K. That'd have been a lot better in 4K. It was really bright there, but I think it's about the last bright day we've ever had. Getting ready for the show with the questions, etc. All right. I remember before I got cancelled, we used to do no preparation whatsoever for our show. I'm not really bothered about being cancelled now, to be honest. I'm well over it. It was good fun for a while, though, trying to be a victim. But I don't know. That vape show now, the vape channel, when you look at it, with deleting all the videos on it, there's two. I'd need to monetize it again. I'd need to get 1,000 hours of watch time on a channel that nobody would watch anything unless you put vape stuff on there. But if you put vape stuff on there, they would never monetize it. So basically, if I'd switched it off, it wouldn't make any difference. It's just not worth worrying about in your life, is it? They've basically sort of, I don't know why they just didn't switch it off. It'd been a lot easier. I think they've sort of like they've made me self-police it, if you know what I mean. They've basically said, well, we're not doing that anymore. Now you can talk about it on a live as much as you want, mate. You just can't review products of it. Oh, you don't have any either, right? Yeah. Who's on tomorrow then? Is it somebody famous? Is it Graham? Yeah, I booked my hotel for May, and then now started putting it out on Facebook about the expo. So obviously they're advertising it now. If you could all hit the like, it'll stop me banning you all. That'll be good, because the algorithm is everything. Ooh, vapes. All right. Vape famous, yeah. I used to be vape famous. Nobody will know who I am now for going there. They say, what's your name? Won't they? Probably won't let me in. Probably won't send me any tickets either. I'll have to get them off Mike. I think Benny will sort me out. I didn't tell the Vapor Expo I'd packed up with the channel, so they'll probably send me some. If not, we'll get some off Benny. He can get loads, can't he? Do you get them, Graham? Are you going? No, you won't go, because you're no fun. I've had a shave, can you tell? I've got as smooth as a baby's bum. X1. You could go as my X1, Mike. Tell you what, it's bloody clear, this phone, isn't it? Good thing about going live in your car. If I disappear real quick, it's because somebody's got in. Good thing about going live in your car, you've already sounded it out, haven't you? You've got all this soft fabric and stuff like that, and cushions and that, so there's no echo. It's brilliant. I never thought I'd fall in love with caramel hot chocolate. One thing I did notice, I was eating a lot more sweets and stuff like that. It's like a craving for it. Anyway, I thought I'll Google it and see if there's any sort of medical reason for it. And basically it isn't. You get the same hit of dopamine off a bar of chocolate as what you get off, is it dopamine? As what you get off a shot or a beer or something like that. So that's the reason. It's just your body looking to relax. So I said, bugger it, and had a fag. No, I didn't. Oh dear. Oh God. So if somebody will pick you up from your house and put them over your shoulder and take you down there, you wouldn't mind going for the day. But if you've got to do anything, then you're not going to do it. Is that basically describes it, Graham? Bit of laziness coming in there. I've got a double bed. I might squeeze you in there. If you promise not to nibble me ear. I suppose I could change mine. No, I don't want you in there. You stink. I don't want to follow you in the bathroom. I've got a premier room with a fridge to put my Diet Coke in. I don't know whether I'd fancy going for, well, we'll see. I might as well do it one last time because I can't imagine this time next year it's going to be on. I went to Mablethorpe last week and I went in this market thing and they were doing 10 disposables for £5. So he's obviously got a shed full that he's been that he's been selling, and then all of a sudden time's starting to run out. So there'll be a few offers on in them. I don't actually like them, to be honest, but I was sort of tempted because I thought, well, they'll be all right, just chuck on your desk, and if you're flying abroad somewhere, give to your mates or something, you know what I mean? But I thought I didn't bother. I'll get it in there. I don't know if there's going to be any manufacturers. I mean, the idea is it's just for the crack with the lads and that, isn't it? The last time was a brilliant thing because the weather was good. But, you know, vape-wise, it was a waste of time, really, wasn't it? Because there was, you know, apart from the home zone, there was nothing there to interest me. But it's just nice to see all the people, isn't it, really? There's some right good people. But I can see in another 12 months, you're probably not doing it. It's got the Pure Max V2 and MQ class. Bloody hell, Mike. I've just got the... I've just bought one from Graham, which I've no idea what they call it now. It's gone out of my head. And that's a nice little device. You want to have a look on there, mate? Have a look on Graham's. And 2 bottles of that £5. Got 2 bottles of that. And spent a bit of money with Graham. Anyway, now I've been looking at the DJI, the one that looks like a bloody heater fan. Talon's 3, that's right. Yeah, I've been looking at the DJI heater fan. That's what they should call it, because that's what it looks like. And there's loads and loads of people saying negative things about it. But it's surprising what people will do for views, isn't it, really? But it's got a 48 megapixel camera on it. You'll be able to take a photograph of a gnat from 50 miles away. So it looks like we're already down the rabbit hole. Premier price has dropped. What's that mean? I don't know what you mean. Anyway, we're aiming for 30 minutes on this live stream with 3 people in. Ah, right, 200 quid for 219 for 2 nights. Yeah, well, I usually leave well nearer the time and then have a thing. I'm not bothered if I just get a standard room. It doesn't bother me. It's just the showers are a lot better, aren't they? Because I'm a fair-sized bloke, and you can detach the shower head to have a squirt round, if you know what I'm saying. 290. I think I've got mine down at 270 for 3. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but we'll see nearer the time. If you know, you never know, do you? This job hasn't been amazing in the last 6 months. So if I've got if it looked like it was going to be a bit tight, because I'm away the month after, with Lou and the kids. So if it looks like it would be a bit tight, I'd just knock it in the head anyway. There's just no point. 250. Yeah, but so mine's 3, and I think I've got it for 270. I put mine through my business. I don't know if I'll be able to get away with it now. We're not being monetized, but obviously building your brand, as they say, might work out. Somebody left. No, Sue won't go. She's no interest in it, mate. She's at work anyway. She's absolutely no interest in it whatsoever. she spends a lot of time with Lou and the kids and that. So Saturday night, she's at work on Sunday, she's at work on Friday. So it doesn't really work out for her, and she's no interest in it. We'll see. I'll say we'll see if I booked it with all the intentions of going, and if it looks like it's going to be good, I'll probably go. But so you never know with this job. I think last October was good, really good, and then last November was terrible, and early December was terrible. And you just start. Yeah, she's doing it. Yeah, she's got another scan in March. When you find out the results of the scan, you think that's it. We've got another 3 months. But then when it gets to halfway through that, you're like, God, it's only 6 weeks to go. You know what I mean? You just have to keep going, mate, don't you? You just have to keep going. One person's cleared off, so if that's Graham, I'm going to block him. I think it was Ian, so I'll block him instead. I remember going live to 50 people in the heady days of actually setting these things up and having a proper show. Anyway, I suppose I better clear off. Thank you very much for you two for actually being my real friends, unlike Ian, who's cleared off. So he's going off the Christmas card list, and he's sort of got rid of 25 minutes of sitting there in absolute boredom, and actually put something on the channel. So I say, I don't know, the way I'm just feeling at the minute, I'm not feeling amazing. I might end up not going for a walk tomorrow. So thank you very much. Catch you all soon. If I can remember how to turn these lives off. Oh, there. Bye. Oh yeah, finger of doom.